So when you buy coffee, does it matter how old it is, how long ago it's roasted? Well, it does. It makes a significant difference. If you've ever drunk a cup of coffee from a bean that has just been roasted, you'll notice a lot of oils, a lot of aromas that are just not present in pre-packaged coffees when you buy them. So one little trick that I've discovered is to try and buy coffee that's within 30 days of its roast date. Now, can you do this at the local supermarket? Well, you can. Most coffee that you buy has a 1-year shelf life. If they roasted it in November 2024, the sell-by date would be November 2025. So if it was December 2024, I would know that the expiry date of November 2025 had been roasted 1 month previously. So I always look at the expiry dates, and often on supermarkets, if you dive to the back of the shelves, they hate you doing this, but it's the only way to get the very latest batch that's just come in. They try and sell the old stuff first, and quite rightly so. They don't want old coffee on the shelf because no one's going to want to buy it. But you really want the best that you can. So always look at the sell-by date. Take a year off, and that'll give you an idea of the roast date. And the closer you are to the time it was roasted, the better it will be. If you can find a local roaster near you, it's amazing just being able to order coffee and have it delivered so the coffee is as fresh as possible. Near me in Kent, we've got a company, Hormozy, and they're a little expensive. I really don't mind paying for quality. You get a very specific choice of coffee in terms of region, roast type, and they can even grind it for you. And they actually tell you when it was roasted, so you can make an informed decision about the coffee. And I've never bought any old coffee off them. They roast it, they ship it out. And it's one of the best tasting coffees I've ever had, which is true really of any freshly roasted, freshly ground coffee. Coffee stores much better as a bean than as a grind because there's less of it exposed to the atmosphere. If you're storing coffee, you really want to try and store it in an airtight jar. So I bought this coffee quite a long time ago, but the jar is airtight. So I reuse that whenever I've got fresh coffee or ground coffee. I'll put it in this for temporary storage, and that just helps to keep it as fresh as possible. I know some people put their coffee in the freezer as well. I probably wouldn't recommend that unless you're looking for long-term storage and you want to avoid sudden changes in temperature, because if it's not packaged correctly, you can get condensation forming on the inside, which again affects the taste and the overall flavor of the coffee. So experiment with different brands of coffee. You will over time find there are certain brands and certain regions that really suit your taste palette well, and others just maybe leave you a little bit cold. So feel free to experiment. Do the taste test. Buy 2 different coffees at the same time. Open both and just blind test each of them to see which you prefer. And after a while, you'll start to be more informed about the coffee that you're buying. Thanks for watching this video. Please boot the like button because that really does help us to get out there. And we don't want you to have trouble brewing, so make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future content. And I've lined this video up for you that you should find really interesting. Thanks for watching. See you in this next video.